Hey guys, Ray Meadows, a deplorable American. Well, at least that's what Hillary Clinton called 25% of America that's not going to vote for her. She called them deplorable. I personally believe that's deplorable. That someone running for president and that hopes to represent an entire nation, that she would let us know that she believes 25% of us, at least, are deplorable. That being said, I have a challenge. If you're going to vote in this election this year, please be informed, get the facts, stay away from the spin, stay away from CNN, stay away from a lot of the liberal media, and just get the facts. Open your mind, get the facts. I have dedicated the next 2 months, basically between now and November, to put out as much factual information as I can. I've been very informed, I've been very involved. Not by choice, but I just feel that it's my responsibility. That being said, if you find out any of my information is not factual, or if you think it's not factual, please call me out. Whether you're CNN, Politico, or just a citizen like me, call me out on it. I'll correct it, and I'll do a video, and we'll talk about it. We'll debate it. But please, don't call me a bigot. Don't call me ignorant. Don't call me a racist. Don't call me a chauvinist. Don't call me Islamophobic, which is what I believe Hillary said. Just stick to the facts. Call me out on it, and we'll debate it. And please watch this video and watch all my videos. And you can find me on Deplorable American Speaks on Facebook. And I'll post that later also with my email. Anyway, I'm going to lay out a structure of all of the deplorable things that I've witnessed and you've witnessed, whether you were paying attention or not, I don't know, that has happened in the last 8 years and in the entire tenure of Hillary Clinton's career. That being said, here are the facts about Benghazi that I want to lay out to you. They're very factual, they're documented, and there'll be links if you want to follow up and be more informed at the bottom of the video. I want to let you know why Benghazi is so important and why the substance of what happened really matters when it comes to our national security. Number one, 4 Americans died during Benghazi. Fact, 700 emails, over 700 emails were sent to the State Department, Hillary Clinton. The majority of them weren't even open. What did they say? They were asking for more security. They were saying that they felt that there was a threat and they wanted more security. Over 700 requests for more security. The majority of them weren't answered, and the few that were answered was no. I find that deplorable. Now, Hillary Clinton chose not to have any of our military protect our consulate and our ambassador. Zero. We used the local military. Well, what happened? When the terrorists came to the door, they put down their guns. Most of them put down their guns, if not all of them, and ran and left. They're not there to protect Americans. Only Americans should be protecting Americans. We can work with them by all means if they want to help, but we need to protect ourselves. Can't leave it on anyone else's doorstep. Now, I find that deplorable. And you know what else I find really deplorable? We did not deploy any of our military. Any. Because we said we couldn't have got there. Really? We could have tried. I live real close to a Navy base. From my understanding, these fighter pilots go over, 600 miles an hour? They fought for over 13 hours. I don't know anywhere that we can't get to in, 5 or 10 hours. But no matter what, I find it deplorable that we didn't try. Fact. Now this is disputed by the politicians, but it's not disputed by the people that were involved. Our government contractors that ended up trying to save the Americans and actually did save lives, who, if you want to see what a true American is, look at the government contractors that rescued the people in Benghazi. Anyway, those contractors were told to stand down, and they waited a long time. I don't know exactly how long, but it was a couple of hours before they finally said forget it, and they just went as independent people to protect Americans. Those are true Americans, but I find it deplorable that they were asked to stand down. Now, 3 hours went by while we were trying to spin what happened and figure out the best way to present it to the world. That's a fact. We spent over 3 hours trying to figure out how the Marines in Spain were to dress to come to our rescue. 3 hours. Really? Yeah, because we were trying to figure out how to spin an international incident. Well, where I stand is Americans, whoever comes to protect the Americans, you just get to it. I don't care if you're in your sleeping wear. Grab your guns, grab what you need, and get to it. That's just my personal opinion. But I find it deplorable that we took 3 hours to decide what to wear to basically save Americans. Fact. We found this out, I believe it all started American time like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Hillary Clinton went home like 7:30ish. Went home. Yeah, that's what I want from a leader. I find that deplorable. Americans are dying. They're locked themselves in a closet trying to survive, trying not to die. And our leader, the one that's in charge of the whole thing, went home. That's a fact. What else is a fact? We know that night Hillary Clinton texted her daughter saying that we had an Al-Qaeda-like terrorist attack. That's a fact. Look it up. However, the next morning, when the family members in America wanted to know what was going on, she said that there was a video. And the video got people all riled up in the streets, and it overflowed, and Americans were killed, basically. She spun it. Now, why do you think she tried to spin it? Because she didn't want Americans to know that there was another international terrorist attack on Americans 5 weeks before the election. Now, that part's not a fact, but that's my opinion. But the fact is, that is a fact, is she did know. Another fact, she told us, the American people and the families, about that video. And once the truth cleared, when we found out it had nothing to do with the video, she basically called the family members of the fallen people in Benghazi liars. Of course, she didn't straight out call them liars. She did it the politically correct way to state it. Now, last but not least, we did nothing to capture the hundreds of people that attacked us at Benghazi. To date, there's only been one capture. I find that very deplorable. Now, what else is deplorable? There was a 2-year probe that laid all that down. Hillary didn't answer her emails. She sent us there without military. She didn't even send anyone to try to come save us. She told people to stand down that were trying to save us. She lied to the families and to the American people and tried to spin it. She went home early. After she went home early, she sent her daughter a text saying that there was a Al-Qaeda-like terrorist attack in Benghazi. But then the next morning, she spun that, and she told the American people and the families of the people who had died that there was a video created, and it caused chaos in the streets, and that's why we were attacked. Then There was no response. We didn't declare war. We didn't capture the hundreds of people that killed Americans and bring them to justice. We did nothing. After all that, there was a 2-year probe that laid everything out that she did, and the conclusion was, nothing she could have done. It wasn't her fault, and she acted accordingly. Well, in my book, that's not how we react, and that's not how it should be according to the American people. I think we expect more. And if you do, keep informing yourself, keep watching my videos, and please, I beg you, if you're going to vote, you owe it to yourself, the American people, and your children to vote when you come from knowledge. Please inform yourself and make a wise decision come November. Links are below if you want more information. There will be other videos every day between now and election time. Please stay informed. Call me out if you need to. If you're watching and you're a director or TV producer, bring me on CNN, Fox News, whatever. I want to debate America. I want to debate the liberals. I want to debate Democrats. I want to get facts with no spin put out to the American people. And if you do that, there might be a lot more than 25% of the American people that Hillary finds deplorable. Please share and get involved. Please. Thank you. Ray Meadows.